Hi everybody, welcome back. This is Kermit the Gaming Hermit, and it's the end of a week, so it's time for another pickups video. This week's been a great pickups week. I have to say there's a special surprise at the end I'm looking forward to showing you all. You may have heard something that I've alluded to in prior videos as far as I've had some games in my collection stolen, so I'm happy to say I was able to find two of them during this past week, so very pleasantly surprised. So starting off, I was able to pick up for a pretty good price a few Xbox One titles, one of them being Call of Duty Infinite Warfare, the Legacy Edition. So I've got the vanilla version. I'm not quite sure whether or not the Call of Duty Modern Warfare Remaster is actually on the disc or not. It's complete. It says Legacy Edition on the disc, so if you happen to know this answer, certainly leave a comment. I'm looking forward to finding out. If not, it's only a few dollars, so I'm sure I could have some good fun with it or pass it along to somebody else. Next game is Dragon Ball FighterZ or FighterZ. I enjoy playing fighting games with my kids. I'm not a great skilled as far as fighting games go. Just enjoy playing the genre. So I have an Xbox One X, and it says that it's Xbox One X enhanced. What those enhancements are, I'm not really too sure. So if you know, certainly comment. I'm happy to find out. But certainly as far as looking at the box art, it looks like there's some great graphics as far as the game goes. Bandai really knows their stuff with regards to making a Dragon Ball experience for gamers to enjoy. And last but not least is Dark Souls 3, the Fire Fades Edition. I've got the vanilla version for the PS4. I've played through all of the other From Software RPGs, and I've not played the vanilla version yet. There's something about finishing off a series I always find difficult, and so I'm looking forward to comparing the PS4 version versus the Xbox One version, being able to play on the Xbox One X in comparison to the PS4. So I look forward to eventually getting to that. However, it's going to be a tough time trying to get through the series just because I really enjoyed From Software's masterpiece, and I hope that they eventually choose to do something similar in that respect. And I know they made Sekiro. I've been playing that. It's been a lot of fun, but there's something about Dark Souls. Only thing I think as far as I'd make it a good experience to depart from would be they make a remaster of Demon's Souls or make a sequel to it, because that was a great experience on the PS3. On the 360, a cheap one, but definitely one I was looking forward to, was Band Hero for the 360. I have Rock Band and the other Guitar Hero Rock Band releases on the Xbox 360, but one I didn't have was Band Hero. When I was forward deployed out in Japan, we had opportunities to play some Rock Band, Guitar Hero, and I got to play Band Hero. I had a lot of fun playing it, and being able to share those experiences with my family would be a lot of fun, pulling out the Rock Band and playing some of the songs I enjoyed playing with a lot of my shipmates on board. So looking forward to giving that one a try. And another one that I thought I had, that I played already but I didn't, it was a pretty good price, I picked up for like $2, was Guitar Hero 5. And so I thought I had them all, but Guitar Hero 5 is definitely one for my collection. The disc looks great, the manual was all there, so for like $2 I couldn't complain. I think it sells for like probably $15 or so. I could be wrong over at GameStop, but I found it at Pawn Shop for $2, so I was very happy. For the OG Xbox, I really enjoyed the OG Xbox. I had a great time playing games on it, and I've gone back to the system for some of the games that have been updated for the Xbox One X. And so, because of going back to these games, it's made me also want to play some of the games I enjoyed on the original Xbox and take a look at some other ones that I may have overlooked back in the days. One of them being Trivial Pursuit Unhinged. It was in nice condition, looked like it was flawlessly kept as far as great condition goes. Am I great at Trivial Pursuit? Not really. I used to play back in high school as far as the old school board game, card game goes. However, just to see as far as what I know and perhaps learn something new, this would be a fun experience. Sonic Mega Collection Plus. I have this on the GameCube, and the Xbox, original Xbox version I have was in really poor condition. I found this one for $2. It was in great condition. I couldn't pass it up. So my old version probably get traded, sold off, something else with it. So so that way I can add this one on. Sonic Heroes. So I already have Sonic Heroes. You must be asking, why did you pick it up again? I have it as part of the Super Monkey Ball Sonic Heroes double pack. Sega had released this back in the days. They didn't do too many of these double packs, but it had essentially both games in the case, and it was not even a large case. It was simply a regular size case where they put both games with both manuals. But I didn't have just the plain version, and it was in fantastic condition. My guess is that whoever had Sonic Mega Collection also had Trivial Pursuit, but this is in flawless condition, so I'm looking forward to adding it to the collection. And last but not least is a game that I definitely overlooked. It looked a little interesting at first, but I thought I'm more into more realistic racing, but my tastes have broadened and such. And this one is Quantum Redshift by Microsoft Game Studios. So I think this was a launch title for the original Xbox. And one of my friends, good friends, he told me that this was a really great game. I should definitely give it a try. It's a lot of fun. And that the folks behind the game, you know, came from series such as Wipeout and such. So definitely a high pedigree as far as developers go behind the game. And they're saying it's supposed to have a really great soundtrack. So I look forward to giving this game a try. For the PS2, not to be left out, I was able to find Transformers the game. I was able to get it on sale for $1. Just $1.99, but I was at the Salvation Army. They had a half off green stickers. And so, for $1, add to collection. And then, I've been on the fence about PlayStation VR. If you have PlayStation VR, I'd love to hear what your thoughts are. I've talked to various folks who are into VR-style games, and they've given me their opinions as far as other options, such as the PC with HTC Vive, Oculus. However, there's certain experiences I've tried out as far as demo units goes of the PlayStation VR. I tried the demo for Danganronpa. I enjoyed Danganronpa on the Vita. I thought it was pretty neat to be able to do the experience, the trial experience on the demo. So I've been kind of on the fence. Because I was on the fence and I was happy to find a good deal, I got Elder Scrolls V Skyrim. Definitely, as far as I look forward to giving it a try if I do pick it up as far as the on the PS4, I picked up Elder Scrolls V Skyrim. I wanted to see as far as how it compared with regards to the last gen releases. I have it for the Xbox 360, so I wanted to see as far as how much changed. Just because with next gen graphics, does the games load faster? Do they look prettier? Is the sound fuller with regards to surround sound? I was able to pick it up for a really good price, so I figured it'd be a nice experience to see how it compares with the original releases. Last but not least are the two games that I've had in my collection beforehand. However, being in the military, 10 years, I've had so many addresses, however many moves, too many to count, and games have vanished without a trace, sadly, and those are things that happen. You move, it doesn't necessarily have to be a military issue, it's just a regular issue. You have games, sometimes people that you trust certainly are not trustworthy and they decide to help themselves to games you may have. And I happened to visit a Half Price Books. I was at GameStop recently, and one of the employees there said, "Hey, go check out this Half Price Bookstore. They've got games from like old school, current gen, a wide variety." And I thought, that's not too far from my work. I'll go and give it a try. And thankfully, for $5.99 plus a small discount, X-Men Legends 2. So, nice thing about this game is that if you've played Marvel Ultimate Alliance, the original X-Men Legends, those sorts of games, it's a kind of a isometric action RPG multiplayer, perfect for couch co-op. And this is made by the studio Raven Software. They initially got their foothold as far as their mark in the gaming history of the game industry with games such as Heretic and Hex, and utilizing the Doom engine. These folks are out of Wisconsin, is my understanding, and so they ended up getting purchased, I believe, by Activision, and they've been working on the series such as X-Men Legends, Marvel Ultimate Alliance. And so the reviews for this game when it came out were remarkable. I have the original one. I had the sequel. As I said, it vanished. However, this game, for $5 and change, was in great condition. Manual disc. The disc is flawless. So I really look forward to playing this game, certainly on the big screen. Last but not least is one that I've had for a while, an empty case. So someone I think was extra sly. They took the disc out and left the case there. So I've had it as a reminder. And thankfully, with the recent GameStop trade-in promotion, I traded in some old games. and I happened to come across a GameStop that actually had a very, very small retro section. If you're in a bigger city, you might call around or go visit, and some of these GameStops, they are holding on to retro games instead of sending them back to corporate for them to distribute via their online store. There's been talk on the news you may have heard recently that there's thoughts of making GameStop exclusive boutiques that are specializing in retro gaming. Now, imagine that larger cities, probably closer to more densely populated areas or more well-to-do areas, will see this. Perhaps downtown Chicago, perhaps Los Angeles, other places like that. As far as when that will take place, it's difficult to determine. We've heard other plans from GameStop as far as implementing. However, they've been put on the back burner. So the game Mario Kart Double Dash. Now, what really blows my mind is that the game was in great condition, save for a few marks on the case, which are difficult to tell. However, this one has the bonus disc. The one I had was the vanilla version. It had the manual. It had just one slot for the disc. However, this one has the bonus disc. So the bonus disc, from my research, is that not only did it have demos to try out, but it also had some DLC, it seems, for the original Fire Emblem for the Game Boy Advance. And so you'd use the cable that connects your Game Boy Advance to your GameCube, and you'd be able to transfer files utilizing the system. This is a really ingenious feature, certainly a little bit ahead of its time. Certainly we don't have those kinds of issues as much anymore, just because of how robust online services are. So just the PlayStation 3 did a great job of this. Certainly if you played on the PSP or on the Vita, you can download games online, demos, DLC, put it on your PSP or your Vita by connecting it either wirelessly or through a wired connection. And so, but before you could do all these things online by simply downloading it with a click of the button, you had games that might have demo discs, and so this was one of them. So I'm glad that this is back in my collection. I had so much fun playing it. I look forward to playing with my children, and so it's been a good week. So I'm glad that two big finds that for missing games. So I look forward to trying to find some other ones over the coming weeks. So if you like what you saw, certainly click the subscribe button, click on the bell for notifications. I look forward to sharing with you some more gaming videos. I've got various different things to talk about, certainly current events, what's going on with regards to other promotions, gaming news in the media, and certainly pickup videos, because just like any other gamer, looking forward to playing new games. This is Kermit the Gaming Hermit. I look forward to seeing you next time. Take care.